here, 1v1 Calderis Refinery, blue side. It's Metroidd, plays a Force Commander, offensive, fights in melee combat, very versatile though, can tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Over on red side is hiveminion as a Hive Tyrant, very durable commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, very good offense and support, has some good disruption as well. Capping this natural victory point in the south for red, that's hiveminion. Blue, Metroidd has a natural in the north and there's a contested victory point in the mid. Calderis Refinery, a very popular 1v1 map, have contested powers on the east and west flank, a natural for both players in the southwest and northeast, and some natural and semi-natural rec points dotted around. Against a Hive Tyrant, then he's gone for another scout squad, perhaps backing up with double devastators. We'll see what he goes for. Tactical Marines are on the field. Heavy infantry, very durable and versatile, can get various upgrades once they hit tier 2. We'll see how that pans out. Might get a flamer in tier 1. In fact, hiveminion with a standard double termagants, opening light ranged squads with good damage in tier 1 and utility with their crippling poison. Hormagaunts are mid, already losing a model to Tactical Marines and Scout Fight, who are now trying to force down this Hive Tyrant, who with 1080 hit points at level 1 is the toughest commander in the game to begin with. Doesn't have a ranged sidearm though, so he cannot get shots off while he's chasing things. But he's going to go tie up these scouts who already have shotguns purchased. Allows them to help counter melee squads with a explosive shot, knocking back and suppressing targets. 4, 6, 7, 500. So those Hormagaunts are going to have quite a tough time, I think, with the shotguns and this Force Commander's battle cry. 4, 6, 1, 500. Early 2 to 1 for hiveminion, but that is going to change. Scouts are capping mid. What is this? It's scouts on the west side and termagants capping east side, and in fact noding this contested power, which I think is a good choice early on this map. Tactical Marines could get a flamer though immediately and make him waste that 125 rec to put the node up. Scouts giving him this mobility, such a mobile squad. Are they going to harass power here or just see what he's got? Double termagants, both with toxin sacks up already. There's always a choice you have to make as Tyranids. Do you get toxin sacks up quickly, or do you go for a warrior brood or raveners? He's gone for the double toxin sacks. Will put out some nice damage, especially to these scouts without a sergeant. 4, 5, 6, 4, 8, 7 perhaps wanted it up quickly so he could stop the Force Commander in his tracks. Here comes the Hive Tyrant back out of base. The Hormagaunts are running away from mid, but they did decap it. 4, 5, 6, 4, 8, 7. And we have Assault Marines on the way for Metroidd. Will really put some pressure on hiveminion. They can jump and disrupt these double termagants if they're bunched up like they are now, which will stop them crippling the Force Commander coming in. Tactical Marines behind cover, that is heavy cover as well, so that is very difficult for those termagants to shift them. 1050 hit points for these Tactical Marines, 350 per model. 4, 5, 6, 4, 8, 2. It's a 2 to 1 cap now for Metroidd, and a warrior brood is on the way for hiveminion. And he wants to keep them in their melee state, I think, to go up against the assault squad, disrupt them with their leaps. There is the crippling poison on the Force Commander. Scouts trying to get close for a shotgun blast, is it? Or are they purchasing a sergeant? No, they are just getting close for a shotgun blast. There it is on the Hormagaunts. Termagants managed well so far. Hormagaunts making Metroidd move his army around, not getting in and doing much damage, but they're making him reposition, just letting these termagants get damage on. And Hive Tyrant now in amongst an assault squad. No sign of rending talons in tier 1. There's the jump, disrupting both of those squads. He's going to need to do a little bit better keeping these guys split up so both squads don't get disrupted like that. Now he is splitting them up. Crippling poison perhaps still on cooldown, and he's gone for Barb Strangler Warriors. That could be a huge mistake. Those guys are going to be a prime target for the assault squad to jump in. The Barb Strangler is an awesome weapon. Instant suppression and good area of effect damage. They actually do retain some decent melee damage as well, but they lose their power melee. What you could do is keep the Barb Strangler very separate from the Termagants, wait for the assault squad to jump either the Barb Strangler or the Termagants, and then use the other to slow them down either with crippling poison or a Barb Strangler shot. So it could turn out okay if you can manage his engagements well. Assault squad trying to cap, taking a lot of damage on his Hormagaunts with their adrenal glands up. Look at all those attacks going in, it really can put pressure on Assault Marine squad. Almost lost the model there. 456405, Force Commander coming back out of base. No war gear for either commander yet. Hive Tyrant needs to get moving. Look at this map control that Metroidd has with those double scouts taking on this node. We do have triple gens up for both players, yes. And it's tier 2 for hiveminion. Metroidd won't be far behind. Needs to get something else in tier 1. I don't think he will.
Press on to victory, Space Marines.
Might see another big engagement here. Can hiveminion manage his Termagants and Barb Strangler against those Assault Marines? Scouts here lost on model, and so did these guys, and both of these squads have their shotguns. 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 7. It might be very difficult now for Hormagaunts to get in the engagement. Could chain those explosive shots. Maybe they should go and start capping stuff instead. But look at the damage those Termagants put onto the scouts and forced them off immediately. In fact, he retreated both squads. Not sure if that was a mistake or if he has them bound to the same hotkey. Assault squad getting absolutely owned here on retreat. A good engagement in this for hiveminion. Takes down an Assault Marine, which is not cheap. Takes down another 4, 5, 6, 350 Force Commander in amongst Termagants with a Battle Cry special attack there. Battle Cry is the starting ability of the Force Commander. He will do special attacks for 10 seconds or so, and every special attack gives off a damage buff, a 10% damage buff, and that stacks for a few seconds. So you can get it up to 20-30% reasonably easily. Good engagement for hiveminion, and he has a zone thrope on the way already. Assault squad losing 2 models, as you can see, 75-8 to reinforce those guys. That does stack up. 150-16 just to reinforce 2 models. 4, 5, 6, 340. 2-to-1 cap for hiveminion. Termagants now hitting this node. Tier 2 now for Metroidd. Just as the zone thrope hits the field, and here it is, an artillery unit for Tyranids. Doesn't need to set up and doesn't do friendly fire. Has a shield, but otherwise very, very vulnerable and slow. 444 340 also has a health regeneration synapse. Warrior Brood keeping their Barb Strangler for now. Any sign of the Crushing Claw? No. Hive Tyrant is there to help out this Barb Strangler squad. The Assault Marines already have their Sergeant up, and they're doing a lot of damage with that Power Sword Sergeant. Wow, take down 2 Warrior Brood models. And we have Plasma Gun Tactical Marines as well. The Barb Strangler Warriors might want to change to Adrenal Glands. The Force Commander with a Thunder Hammer up as well. He really has a lot of things to put some serious hurt on that Warrior Brood now. Hive Tyrant in a lot of trouble. That is a very lucky special attack, which should allow him to get away. Yes. Hormagaunts still level 1 with their Adrenal Glands. Are they going to take on this Assault Squad? I think they should. Look, they're low on health. And Assault Squad are engaging. They do have their Merciless Strike, and there it is, and that could help them win the engagement. Look at the damage that did. Really does help them out versus melee squads. Wow. 415 339, and look at the map control for Metroidd. An excellent start to tier 2 for him. Zone throw. Might struggle. Is he going to get the teleporter back? He is going to get a teleporter back. That zone throw and those Barb Stranglers. Oh no, we do have Adrenal Glands now up for the Warrior Brood. They now do heavy melee up to 1575 hit points and emit a melee synapse. Is he going to go the whole hog here and get some Gene Stealers on the field? Really rip those Assault Marines to shreds. 415 299, try and keep the Force Commander contained with his Termagants. hiveminion trying to cap back. The map now has a Capillary Tower up from Infestation, providing 1+1 speed out of combat and a sight radius buff. 415 286 can also produce Spore Mines and Rippers for a requisition cost. Termagants capping, and it is Gene Stealers on the way for hiveminion. This is going to be very interesting now. We do have a Sergeant up for the Tactical Marines. giving them some more durability and DPS, and the awesome and they shall know no fear. Force Commander teleports in, going straight for the Zone Thrope after his initial special attack. Tactical Marines taking damage from the Hive Tyrant. Zone Thrope in retreat. Gene Stealers, sorry, Formagaunt's there, forcing off the Force Commander alongside the Warrior Brood. So he did a decent job dealing with the Force Commander there. Zone Thrope was forced off, but didn't take any damage, only to its shield, I think. Assault Squad now on the field. 415256, where's the Merciless Strike? There it is. Again, easily dealing with those Formagaunt's, needs to, I think, try and avoid engaging the Assault Squad of these Formagaunt's if he can. Send them into the Tactical Marines instead. Here come the Gene Stealers though. Elite melee squad can go toe to toe with pretty much anything in the game when they're under their melee synapse. Will beat a Nob squad quite handily, I believe. These guys have 80 melee skill, up to 90 melee skill under melee synapse. They will special attack the crap out of anything. 4, 10, 2, 5, 3. Termagant is trying to cap or at least decap this fully matured requisition point, and Warrior Brood coming to this western side with this contested power. Gene Stealers have infiltrated. These guys will automatically infiltrate if they are left idle. They are now partially revealed because they're capping. You can't stay infiltrated while you cap, and a Dreadnought on the way for Metroidd. Gonna keep that in its melee state, I would think, against those Gene Stealers and Warrior Brood. We'll see though. Force Commander now has Armor of Alacrity, good choice I think. Look how quick it makes that Force Commander, and combined with that teleport pack, he's going to be very, very mobile now with a dangerous, disruptive power melee weapon with that Thunderhammer. And here is the Dreadnought, begins with 2 close combat weapons and a wrist mounted flamer with the Emperor's Fist ability, which disrupts and damages and stuns nearby targets. 372, 253, would a Dreadnought be able to get into this engagement? No. G-Stealers were there, infiltrated, just waiting for that Force Commander, who's getting constant special attacks here. G-Stealers need to get up and use their Adrenal Rush, get some health back. And there is their Adrenal Rush, boosting their speed, damage, and making them regain health for every hit. G-Stealers in it deep here though, and they are forced off in the end. Lost only 1 model though, that's not too bad. Force Commander backing away, using the Force Commander as an initiator here, Metroidd. hiveminion just trying to counter initiate with his Gene Stealers, which he did a decent job of that time. Hive Tyrant taking tons of damage in retreat. He's going for the Crushing Claw and has the improved synapse. Let's see how much health Gene Stealers have under melee synapse, and with that improved synapse as well. The Crushing Claw is up. Some insane heavy melee DPS. I assume he's going to go straight for that Dreadnought with that thing. Alongside that Zone Thrope snare, that could be dangerous for that Dreadnought. Does have double scouts though to repair it. Is it going to be worth him getting a Sergeant to try and spot those Gene Stealers when they're waiting around? Another Capillary Tower up here, and another one up here. Capillary Towers are getting a health decrease in the next update, or at least are set to. Will also give a healthy chunk of experience, 75 XP when you destroy them. 340, 239. Here comes another one. Tier 3 for Metroidd. Has a Dreadnought, Assault Marines, fully kitted out Force Commander, and goes Tier 3 before hiveminion. I'd be pleased with that, I think. Gene Stealers need to pay for themselves with some model kills, I think. Send the Hormagaunts into the Tactical Marines, keep the Gene Stealers back for either the Dreadnought or the Force Commander. Here comes that Dreadnought. Where's the Hive Tyrant? He is there. He's not fully healed up, but he is there. Gene Stealers. There's the Emperor's Fist. Gene Stealers, I think, going for the Tactical Marines. Losing a model. Heavy melee Warrior Brood are there. Gene Stealers struggling to get into combat to use their Adrenal Rush. Need to use it now. They're in amongst the Tactical Marines. Hive Tyrant going after Dreadnought, but he cannot take it on by himself and goes down. Force Commander teleporting in and disrupting the back line. Gene Stealers in retreat now. That was a good engagement, I think, for Metroidd. Lost a Scout, lost a Tactical Marine and a Tactical Marine Sergeant, but overall I think did well. Hive Tyrant down, killed a bunch of Gene Stealers. How much is it to reinforce a Gene Stealer? I don't think it's that cheap, and it's tier 3 for hiveminion. Dreadnought has spotted a capillary tower, which is an affront to the Emperor, and takes it down. He's going for the Dark Age of Technology immediately, which is a very good choice. We'll buff this guy up to 1500 hit points at level 1, as you can see there. Retains his 100 heavy melee DPS with a 40 heavy melee splash per hit. 340, 200 is a double cap for Metroidd. Hive Tyrant has been repurchased. Gene Stealers are 37.4 to reinforce. He has not fully reinforced his squad though. Maybe it'll be worth him putting up a brood nest somewhere mid to help him out in the next engagement. He hasn't realised that he hasn't fully reinforced his Gene Stealers unless he has a plan, and he is going to put the brood nest up. There is the focused warp blast on the Dreadnought, as you can see, snaring its movement. The Hive Tyrant going straight after it here. Cannot shotgun blast the Hive Tyrant. Is not concerned with shotguns. Do shotgun blast the Warrior Brood though. Jonathan getting a good shot in there, taking down a scout model. And Metroidd backing off in entirety here. Dreadnought as a vehicle cannot retreat, just need to walk it back to a safe place. 340, 155, 1-to-1 cap. Metroidd well into tier 3. Not that far off getting terminated, just needs a bit more red. Dreadnought turns to engage here, using Emperor's Fist. Is he going to use that to escape? No. He's staying in this engagement. Force Commander goes down to the Hive Tyrant's Crushing Claw in retreat, and now the Dreadnought's in serious trouble. I'm not sure why he turned this thing around. Down it goes. Maybe he didn't think he could get away with the zone threat chasing. Understood. And now's an upgraded Dreadnought as well. 340, 155. 1-to-1 cap, and Terminators have hit the field, and they are Assault Terminators for Metroidd. Thunderhammers and Storm Shields by default. These guys will inspire their nearby allies on each kill. Can get Lightning Claws, we'll see what he goes for. Gene Stealers are now in trouble. It looks like they're going to wipe. No, they do get away. 340, 151. Lightning Claw Terminators, and we do see Lightning Claws on the way. They will rip pretty much any melee squad apart. Tactical Marines are level 2. Hive Tyrant trying to cap mid. They'll quite handily rip apart a commander as well with those Lightning Claws. Hive Tyrant does get away. He's only level 2. Force Commander is level 3. 326, 151. Gene Stealers are getting their Rending Claws, giving them heavy melee damage. They get pretty much boost their damage to all targets, but especially vehicles.
Scouts here. Go ahead.
Scout squad done well managing these double scouts, I think. Couple of very, very important shotgun blasts going in. Has done so without a sergeant, has kept them around. I think a couple of grenade throws could have been really good, but that's an extra 25 power to get your sergeant. 326, 141. Maybe at this stage you can start thinking about scout sergeants. Now he has Terminators. Needs to repurchase his commander though. It's very important for his build. Needs some more wreck. 326, 133. No sign of a brood nest still. I think the brood nest is such an awesome global for the Hive Tyrant, and no sign of it. 326, 128. There's the 2-to-1 for Metroidd. And a Doom of Malantite on the way. This will be very interesting to see if he can take down his Terminators with it. If it even hits the field in time. Here are the Gene Stealers. Under melee synapse and improved synapse. And how much hit points do they have? They have almost 2,000. 326, 116. There's a shotgun blast. Assault Marines in retreat, but here are the Assault Terminators with Lightning Claws shredding that Warrior Brood to pieces. Look at the damage. They're taking a lot of damage as well though. The Hive Tyrant there with Gene Stealers there, and now these Terminators in a little bit of trouble. He has to teleport them out. You cannot retreat Terminators. 326, 102. Gene Stealers need to be very careful here. Brood Nest would have helped out so much. Gene Stealers now in retreat. Terminators do teleport out, and they didn't lose a model. Oh no, they did. There's a dead one, still bleeding. 326, 93. Pomegorn's still around. Do not want to fight the Lightning Claw Terminators, and the Hive Tyrant is now going to decap and try and cap mid. The Doom of Malantite has hit the field, and there it is. If I can select it, There we go. Kind of a super unit sub-commander for Tyranids. Awesome area of effect, damage over time, abilities. Need to manage its energy though, so it does not regenerate energy by itself. Force Commander tying up this entire Termagant Brood blob here. And he has the Sacred Standard up as well. He's going to go down though in retreat. Just overextending his Force Commander. Down he goes, 32681. Gene Stealers are still not leveled. Going to get way over 2000 hit points if they were level 4. 1942 at level 1 with improved synapse and melee synapse. Hive Tyrant might want to get the Psychic Scream. Another Capillary Tower going up. Still no sign of a brood nest. He has so much red as well. 32681. There's the 2-to-1, the 1-to-1 cap I should say. Now the 2-to-1 for hiveminion. Can he hold on here against Terminators? Force Commander is down. Has that huge Sacred Standard buff now that he is down, but it's too far away I think to have an impact on central engagements. Should he have gone Stone Guard Veterans to try and take down Gene Stealers quickly? He's gone for taking down Warrior Brood models. Here is the Doom of Manatite. Formagaunt's initiating, taking a lot of damage. There is Catalyst. Cataclysm I should say, which misses completely. Assault Squad almost wiped out. Lightning Claw Terminator is chasing down the Warriors. Where is the Paroxysm? Hive Tyrant chases down the Terminators in turn. Warrior Brood getting absolutely roasted here. Those Tactical Marines doing so much damage. Level 3 with And They Shall Know No Fear up. There's another Cataclysm. Doesn't knock down the Terminators. No sign of Paroxysm. Why did he not use it? It does so much damage to Terminators. Did not use it. That was a huge oversight. 28381. At least I didn't see him use it. Hive Tyrant went down. That was not a good engagement for hiveminion. He lost his Warrior Brood completely. In fact, 27681, and Metroidd should be able to see this game out now. The Doom of Manatite can still make a huge difference, of course, if he does use Paroxysm. Cannot level anymore. 750 hit points, 200 energy is what it's stuck with. Look at the amount of power that hiveminion is floating. 272, 79 as a 2-to-1 cap for Metroidd. Can he keep it? In fact, he might get a triple here because scouts are capping. Nope, he did decap though, so there's the double. Hive Tyrant has been repurchased again. The Doom of Manatite now has absolutely no energy, 4 energy react, so he needs to use Absorb Life or Spirit Leech to get some energy back. 272, 53. Warrior Brood calling. Yes, and he can give these guys adrenal glands again and get his melee synapse back quickly. 272, 339 I should say. Still a double cap. hiveminion is capping mid. Maybe a plasma cannon or some devastators would help out for Metroidd. Give something else for hiveminion to think about. And Artificer is on the way for the Force Commander. He's level 3 still. Very nearly level 4 though. 270, 35, 2-to-1 cap for hiveminion, and he's going to camp mid and just wait for Metroidd to try and have a go at this. 266, 35. There's Lightning Claw Terminators. Got away so easily without being hit by Paroxysm there. Looks like he's trying to drag hiveminion away from the mid. Not much point hitting power at this stage. Now he's going to turn to engage. Assault Marine is jumping into a whole world of hurt there. There's Merciless Strike. They might have to retreat immediately. Sacred Standard given a 30% damage buff constantly, and Assault Marines do wipe on retreat. That was a very bad retreat path and very unlucky there for Metroidd that they retreated that way. Here come the Assault Terminators. Force Commander in trouble again. Does retreat out, but he's taking damage as he does so. Hive Tyrant might turn around and finish him off. No, but he's still being chased. 234, 35 does get away. Now the Terminators are all alone. Again, absolutely ripping through Warrior Brood models. Here come Gene Stealers and Hormagaunts. And there is Regional Rush, and Terminators outnumbered have to teleport away. Metroid now struggling. The Doom Manatai is back at base. Still doesn't have the energy to use any of his abilities. And the Claw Terminator's turning around. This is risky, very, very risky. They cannot retreat, they need to wait for help, and here comes help. Double shotgun scouts to shotgun blast stuff up. There's a Tyraniid formation. Has Metroid seen it? Central Spire misses. They will now radiate out. The Terminator is just crushing the Spire as they walk through. Didn't do a whole lot there. Does give a speed buff though. As you use Tyraniid formation, your units do get a speed buff, which is perhaps why he was trying to chase those Terminators with it. 192.35. Terminators reinforcing for 150.50 per model. Force Commander did survive, which is a big help. 178.35. Hiveminion in the ascendancy gets the triple cap. Doom Manatai really giving a lot of problems now. Doesn't have the assault marines. I think it was just a huge mistake for Metroid to initiate that engagement without his Terminators nearby. 150.35. There's a Cataclysm, and the Doom Manatai promptly retreats. I've still not actually seen Paroxysm go off. Tactical Marines do not have their Sergeant any longer, and now a Lictor on the way for Hiveminion, just to make it even more difficult for Metroid. Really piling up with a melee force here. Gene Stealers under melee synapse and a Lictor. Double scouts being sneaky with their elite training. Allows them to infiltrate and improves energy and health regen if they are out of combat.
We shall make it so.
118.35. Hiveminion happy to sit in the mid. The rest of the map is pretty much belonging to Metroid right now. Doom Manatai there. These scouts are going to try and decap the victory point.
We shall make it so.
Don't think Hiveminion has spotted this. Scouts here caught by Hormagaunts. He's going to lose his squad. 104.35 almost did. In fact, he still might. They get away with 8 hit points. There's another Cataclysm on the VP, was it? Scouts running away, but they did decap. That's annoying. 104.35. More Terminators on the field for Metroid, and he's given these guys a heavy flame. This could be a game changer right here. Are these Warrior Brood leveled? Nope. Here we go. There is Spirit Leech on those Terminators, getting some energy back for the zone, for the Doom Manatai, I should say. Where is the Paroxysm? He's using Cataclysm again. Why is he not using it? Warrior Brood are wiped. Gene Stealers are wiped. That is a terrible, terrible engagement for Hiveminion. Those double Terminators really kicking ass, and no sign of Paroxysm again. What is going on? 80.35. Need to flee now. There's that Lictor. He has capped Metroid's natural. Has the triple cap here. 60.35. Lost a lot of stuff, but can he hold on against double Terminators? 54.35. These guys still marauding through the Tyranid blob. Has lost a Lightning Claw Terminator model. The other Terminators still at full strength, and the Force Commander is going to try and cap Hiveminion's natural. The Lictor though still holding up these double scouts. 37.35. Tactical Marines coming back to help out and perhaps cap. There's the leap. This guy starts with a leap, infiltration, which doesn't drain energy, and a flesh hook. 37.35. Taking a lot of damage here. Hiveminion's forgotten about that guy. Tactical Marines now on capping duty, and it's kicking off at the victory point. The Force Commander goes down. Hive Tyrant's now level 4, up against 2 Terminator squads though, and these ranged Terminators still have power fists, so they're no pushover in melee combat, and the Hive Tyrant is going to get absolutely owned here. Special attack does nothing to these guys, so they cannot be knocked down by weapon specials, and down he goes. He did take down a Terminator there though.
None
37-16.
can stop the crusade of the righteous.
GG is called, and there is the concede from Hive Minion. Metroidd wins it just about at the end. It was that last engagement that whacked the Gene Stealers and whacked the Warrior Brew, but why? Why did Hive Minion not use Paroxysm once in the entire game? I'm not sure why. Would have really hurt those Terminators. It's bizarre. Probably would have won in the game if he did use it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.